Over the last few months, men on TikTok have been driving women crazy with the Drizzle Drizzle soft guy era movement. And yes, it is a movement because these women are taking it serious, even though it's satire.
Are becoming way more
sassy.
How?
And way more like they
How?
Because girls are fighting for like equality.
You said you're
I
independent.
think they're the prize.
We
Like,
are.
Nobody's chasing you.
You are.
Nobody's.
You are. I'm not gonna lie. All I heard was, I'm broke, I'm broke, I'm broke. To be the same girl saying, I don't need a man, I don't need shit from a man, I'm an independent mommy. Like, what do I need a man for? Okay. Move in alignment with that. Why do you keep talking? Right? Now that I'm in my soft guy era, I'm starting to realize you guys actually do need us. We actually are the prize. You guys beg us, when are you gonna take me serious? Never. How about that? Never. I'm never taking you serious because you're not paying for anything. You're just broke as shit, and then you want me to take you serious and date you. No. Pick up a bill. Once you pick up a bill, now we can start to talk. Women start complaining, oh, these men don't want commitment. I wonder why, because you're broke. Why would I want to be committed to a broke? What the is that? Some of y'all women are actually super disturbing. How can your whole outfit be from Shein or Fashion Nova and you're asking me for a Chanel bag? Right?
But a lot of men are starting to take it serious as well because they realize how unfair the dating arena is in the United States. Can't blame other countries for this. This is all yours.
I'm in my soft guy era. I need a haircut, as y'all can see, but I don't feel like paying for it, so watch what I do.
Hello.
Yeah, hello, what you doing?
Nothing.
Yeah, I need some money, though.
What you need some money for?
Why you questioning it? Just give me the money. I need a haircut, though. What's up?
How much is it?
Ooh, see, now we talking. I need like 200, though. That's about it.
I don't know about 200. I could say 150 though.
150? You ain't got 200?
You want the 150 or not?
I'll take it, man. All right. She gotta be broke or something.
If she ain't paying for your haircut, cut her off. If she not paying for your haircut, no, she cannot see you. I'm still gonna show Instagram first too, even though she paid for it. She lost points for only sending me 150, just to let y'all know.
So now let's take a look at what Fox News has to say. Yes, it's on national news. The soft guy era has made it. So let's watch a video in regards to what they have to say about it. We're going to give a commentary at the exact same time. Once again, my name is Andre, and you are watching Travel Unraveled Love Crossing Borders Edition. Click that like button. We like you. Make sure you like us too. So let's get started with hearing what Fox News has to say about the soft guy era movement.
Joe, you follow trends.
Yes,
you followed all the trends that are going on. You know what's hot and what's not.
Yeah.
What in the world and what's going on with masculinity? Why is it out the window now?
What makes her think that masculinity is out the window? What makes her think because men have decided that they're not going to be wasting their time when it comes to overspending on dates with women that don't want them? Let's look at some statistics. Let's get this out of the way. Stats already show that 30% of women that go on dates with men are only going for foodie dates. That's it. They just want the food. They're not interested in you. They don't even want to be bothered with the men. And yet and still, when the men come to the conclusion and the reality of this, there's something wrong with them and masculinity is out the window. When it comes to even ask a woman for a smile or thank you after opening up a door for a woman, being cordial, then there's a problem with that. Then you got to deal with the men that are considered to be sassy now because men have an opinion in the microphone. At the end of the day, ladies, do realize masculinity is still stronger than ever, but we are not allowing you to define it. We're the masculine ones, and you shouldn't be.
You want to hear one trend that is utterly horrifying? There was last year a 35% jump in men wanting consultants, being consulted on vasectomies. Like, don't even want to have kids, right? They don't want to take on the responsibility.
How
like
do
a
you
real
know?
Pause. He said that men do not want to take on the responsibility of being fathers, yet statistics show otherwise.
Now at 11, breaking negative stereotypes about black fathers. Members of Congress joined a policy meeting to tackle them because they see people hurt by perceptions based on bias.
So they're finding facts to fix the narrative. CBS News Miami's Larry Seward explains.
Corey Patterson is a certified public accountant, partner in a Broward County firm with 2 degrees, certifications, and thanks to his 4-year-old fishing buddy,
I love you.
one defining label.
I think the best thing and the best title I've ever had is the title of being a father. It feels like you get the opportunity to go in the time machine and give all of the lessons that you learned throughout life to a younger version of yourself. And I kind of go through my day and I'm kind of explaining things that I'm doing with my son. People look at me like, really? You're doing that? And I'm like, yeah, I am. Isn't everybody?
It's a question 10-year-old Centers for Disease Control research tackled. It found black fathers more involved in their children's lives compared to other racial groups, a fact so obscured by a different narrative. The U.S. House of Representatives member Frederica Wilson, founder of Miami's 5,000 Black Role Models mentoring program, called this policy meeting in the U.S. Capitol to change.
Statistics show, especially in the black community, that black men make better fathers or better parents than single black mothers, as well as they are equivalent to other couples, black fathers. So when we sit back and they say that men don't want to be fathers, that's it. Men don't want to be a part of the 30%, the 30+% of men that are paying child support right now that are not the fathers. Yes. Court DNA has already proven that many of these men are not the fathers, and yet and still the courts want these men to pay child support. So what do you expect the men behind them, this younger generation, to want to do after seeing what's happening to the older generation? Men are losing their livelihood. Men are being put in prison for false accusation and being called deadbeat dads for not taking care of a child that DNA in court has already proven for them not to be their fathers. So I don't blame this next generation for saying, I'm either getting my passport and I'm going to another country like Andre did, or I'm not having children in the United States at all. And I don't blame them.
How do you know? I'm looking at it right here. All right. It's a thing now, apparently. Look, I'm a former relationship columnist. I swear. When I was single in my days in Hoboken, I wrote about these.
Now, he said he just said when he was single, he wrote about relationships. Now, we criticize women for being single or criticizing and talk about relationships when they aren't in one. Same thing for a man. If you're not in a relationship, you should be the last person writing about relationship columns. You should talk about dating, yeah. Life as a single person, yeah. But talking about relationships, stop it, man. But they let you write. So let's hear what else you got to say.
Things. And it just seems like men do not want to play the role of being elusive anymore or being hard to get.
Men have never played the role of hard to get. That's women's role. Men are the hunters. Men are the silverback gorillas. Men are the saber-toothed tigers. We are the woolly mammoth. We're the ones that go after the women. We're the ones that determine whether a relationship is going to be or whether the woman is going to be pursued. So for a man to sit back and talk about that other men are playing elusive, what are you talking about?
Text way too much. They're far too needy. They live far too long with their parents, particularly with mom. And that's a problem when you're a woman and you want a real man. Okay?
Yeah.
Okay, I see he had to raise his voice to kind of prove that he's a real man. But guess how the women are going to respond to that? He thought that was something. I'm raising my voice to project that I'm a real man. Okay, watch what the women say.
All right, so I shudder to think what's going to be like for my daughter.
Toxic masculinity.
Yeah,
What did she just say? You are sounding like toxic masculinity. Raising your voice, projecting yourself, thinking that that's a form of masculinity, and yet the women said, yeah, that is a form. Toxic masculinity. Man, you can't win either way, bruh. Either way you try to do it, you are not winning in the United States. Now, that is not the norm. That is not for everybody. But what the norm is in the States, this is the norm. See, you guys like to criticize us guys that got passports and travel and we're living happy lives in other countries. But yet you have yet to realize or come to the conclusion that this is your normal in the United States. Terms like toxic masculinity, terms like feminine and masculine energy. These are the type of terms that are the norm in the United States, including the soft guy era, drizzle drizzle. So just like you don't want to get a passport and travel, so it is for you guys that are left in the States. Live your soft guy era, get your drizzle drizzle on, no matter what these ladies have to say.
You should hear these TikTokers out there. Let's listen to one right now. He says that women should be paying for all the dates. Listen to this.
I don't care what anybody says, but a guy should always be paying for dates.
Never. Literally, being in my soft guy era, it literally opens my eyes to reality. Women want to be in long-term relationships, so this is what you're going to have to do. You're going to have to pay for all the dates.
You mentioned yesterday you have a very long and happy marriage.
Yes.
Would you be having that happy marriage if you had asked your wife to pay for the dates?
There's no way. My wife really jokes for me because we went on our first date and I brought a coupon when we got yogurt and she still thought that was pretty funny. So,
you know what's so funny about this? First of all, they got the softest of the softest guys that you've ever seen in your life that won't hurt a fly. Shout out to you gentlemen on Fox News, trying to represent manhood and masculinity. Stop it. Secondly, the guy said that he brought out a coupon on a date and he had yogurt, and his wife still talks about this to this day. And even when I got married, it's a completely different dating atmosphere. And a lot of us guys that are older criticize the younger generation for what they have to experience in the dating arena in the United States. So whether you want to admit or embrace the soft guy era doesn't matter. It's here, and it looks like it might be here to stay.
look, some of these guys, all they want is a mom. That's what they want. They want to be coddled and taken care of. Who's the...
Okay, now he's simping. We all as men recognize simp, co-signing behavior. This is why women like this and other women exist. This is why this is the norm in the United States, not because of the ladies. I'll say that again. It is not because of the ladies of what's going on in the United States in the dating arena has been topsy-turvy. It's because of the simps, the soft men, the weak men under the umbrella of the title of masculinity, thinking that they're doing the manly thing by standing up for the honor of a woman. At the end of the day, you co-sign what these ladies are actually doing, and it's making you guys look like idiots to the rest of the men around the world. The funny part is when you travel and you've got your passport, you get to see masculinity and femininity for what it actually is in other parts of the world.
breadwinner? Perhaps it's the woman, perhaps it's the man, perhaps it's your spouse, whatever, however you want to be politically correct about this. You got to find the balance in your life. And it works for some people, doesn't work for other people. But this idea that you're just going to predetermine who's paying for what before you've even gone out, I don't.
Wait. Your first date, you had yogurt?
Yeah.
And you had a coupon for the yogurt?
Yeah.
He's frugal. That's why she marries him.
Who eats yogurt on a first date?
That's longevity there. That would have been a
Was
tick
it
in the pro.
breakfast?
We got a soft dude trying, and I don't mean soft guy era dude. Look at this. This is your norm in the United States for women and men. You're right. You are absolutely correct, ladies. Men have become soft in the United States. Now, many of you will say, not me. I'm not talking to you. Eat the meat, spit out the bones. But as for many men in the United States, it has gotten that bad. You got two men sitting up here arguing with each other over what another man brought on a date. This is why we say that you men back home are too busy simping, trying to oppress these ladies, co-sign what these ladies say, and at the end of the day, these women are ending up dying with dogs and cats licking on their faces because they died alone or will die alone. Statistics already show that 40% of all women in the United States by 2030, that's only 6 years away, 40% of women in the United States will pass on never getting married, never have been in solidified relationships, and childless. 40% of you. So while you're listening to these men co-sign for you today, the piper will be paid by you ladies tomorrow if you continue to listen to these soft men, not soft guy men, but soft men, these simps, co-signing everything that you say. It's hurting you more than it's helping you.
What did you go out for?
This wasn't like
Dessert yogurt. Like it's a dessert.
You don't get yogurt for dessert.
Hold on.
You have it in the morning.
Enough men. Soft guy. We're done with the men. The man talk. We're done with the man talk.
All right, I'm just saying.
As a woman, when you go on a date, when you're dating someone, of course you pick up the check every now and then and you chip in here and there. You've got young sons.
It's called chivalry, okay? I don't know what this soft guy, I thought it was soft bod. I thought that's what we were talking about. Dad bods. I'm like, gross. No, but here's the thing. So I work full time. We all know that. The thing about being financially independent as a woman in a marriage, it's a beautiful thing. I don't need my husband financially. My husband doesn't need me financially. We are together because we want to be together, and we work on our marriage because we actually just want to be together and raise our children together. That's a beautiful thing. But when we're dating, should he absolutely be paying for our dates? Yes, that's chivalry. He should also keep me on the inside when we're walking on a sidewalk. He should be opening the door for me. And by the way, my husband does that. And my 3 children, boys, do that as well. So no one in the Sapphire House.
But a revolving door, the man always goes first. It's true, because you got to push the weight. And in a cab, the man goes in first, so the girl doesn't have to shimmy across.
Absolutely.
See, I know these
things. We're going to write a book on.
Okay. See, when you come to this channel, you're going to hear the norm of what's taking place in the United States, not the outlier, not we've been married for 25 years and we've never had an argument. That's an outlier. Not that we have 4 kids and we raised them to be so forth and so forth, and 3 of them are senators. That's an outlier. We're talking about what normally takes place off camera in the United States. Guys are living the soft guy era because they are tired of being taken for granted and disrespected by women. It's not about spending the money, ladies. It's not about the opening up the doors. Men have done that for years. That's not a problem. But when you walk around and you act unappreciative, or you do it in a slightful way, meaning that, as I said earlier, 30% of you are going on dates for the meal, knowing you're not interested in the man, then men have come to the conclusion of saying that they are no longer going to do it. And if you want equal rights, you pay for some of these dates, whether they're interested in you or not.
On what men you should be doing, and whatever this little fad is.
There's no soft guy at this table, and we like that, right?
There's nothing but soft guys at that table, and they like that. Right? Now, as I was saying, it is all about what women have always wanted. Equality. You asked for this, ladies. I know it's satire. I know these guys are joking in a sense. But like I mentioned before, a lot of these guys are serious. They are seriously letting you know that what you're talking about doesn't make any sense, as well as what they're saying doesn't make any sense. So you can't mock the men for saying that we want money to be cashed app to us. We want you to pay for dates. We want you to send us gifts or open up doors. Don't mock the men for saying the exact same things that you ladies have been doing to men unfairly. What makes all this unfair? It's not chivalrous when a man opens up a door and he doesn't hear a woman says, "Why, thank you." It's not chivalrous when a man takes a woman out to dinner and yet she goes home and spends that evening with intimacy from another man. It's not fair to men when they sit back and they buy you these expensive purses, and at the same time, you know that you have no interest in that particular man. That's what makes it unfair, even though you ladies say that it's unfair when the soft guy era has taken over. So be ready, ladies, because this Drizzle Drizzle movement doesn't look like it's going anywhere, anytime too soon, and the summer has just started. Well, once again, this is Andre of Love Crossing Borders Travel Unravel Edition, and I'll see you in the next video as we keep our lives on airplane mode.